By Press Unit. Operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, have arrested a businessman, OsazuwaAkonedo, who frequents China, Dubai, Pakistan, and Vietnam, at the Murtala Muhammad International Airport, NDLEA, Ikeja, Lagos for concealing 36 parcels of cocaine in different parts of his check-in bags, hand luggage and 2 pairs of slippers, while heading to Southeast Asia. Osazuwa was arrested at the screening point of the NDLEA Terminal 2 while attempting to board his flight to Vietnam on Wednesday, 22 March. A total of 36 parcels of whitish powdery substance that tested positive to cocaine with a gross weight of 1.00 kg were recovered from the handles of his bags and soles of 2 pairs of slippers in his luggage. The suspect claims he travels frequently to China, Dubai, Pakistan, and Vietnam, from where he imports baby wares he distributes from his Onitsha, Anambra state base. In the same vein, NDLEA operatives at the Lagos airport have thwarted attempt by a suspect, Chimezi Innocent Nwafor, to export 2.10 kilograms of methamphetamine to Brazil. Follow-up operations led to the arrest of 3 more suspects linked to the consignment at Oyingbo Market, Yaba, Lagos. They include Ifeanyi Onu, Simon Moiser, and Onini Thank God Peter. The meth consignment was molded into 25 bars of local black soup called Dudu Asan and packaged in a carton for export to Brazil. A similar attempt to export a cocaine consignment consisting of 300 grams of raw cocaine and 200 grams of phenacetin, a chemical agent used to adulterate and increase the volume of cocaine, concealed in packs of air freshener, going to Malabo, Equatorial Guinea, was also foiled by NDLEA operatives attached to the Sako export shed at the Lagos airport on Monday, 20 March. A suspect, Anas Obura, has already been arrested in connection with the seizure. Another bid by an intending passenger to Reggio, Italy, Osasir McDonald, to export 500 grams of tramadol 225 milligrams concealed inside a carton of Indomie noodles on Tuesday, 21 March was equally frustrated by vigilant officers who seized the drugs and arrested him. On the same day, operatives of the Tincan Port Command of the agency also intercepted 107 kilograms of cannabis indica, popularly known as Colorado, hidden in a container bearing 4 used vehicles imported from Toronto, Canada. Few days later, Friday 24 March, a Papa Command of Customs Service was able to apprehend and hand over to NDLEA 2 suspects, Ademola Adekunle and Dio Olatunji, linked to the consignment. In Edo, operatives on Friday 24 March intercepted in Auchi, at Sako West local government area, a DAF trailer marked Zur 378 XJ, Kebi, with 69 bags of cannabis sativa weighing 700 kilograms concealed under bags of fertilizer. While the bags of fertilizer were to be delivered in Funchua, Katsina State, the cannabis consignment was to be dropped in Kaduna. Both the driver of the truck, Babangida Mande, and his assistant Mundir Abdullahi are already in custody. Another suspect, Ijarakai Agui, was arrested on Thursday 23 March at Ishika Quarters, Ochuo, Owan East local government area, with 32 kilograms of the same substance. A female drug dealer, Mrs. Kudurat Bello, was nabbed in Igbesa area of Ogun State on Monday 20 March, with different quantities of methamphetamine, cannabis and rofinol, along with 119,600.00 naira monetary exhibit. In Delta, 96 compressed blocks of cannabis weighing 82 kilograms concealed inside jumbo bags of cassava flour were recovered at Basket Market, Asaba, while a total of 164,750 pills of opioids, mainly tramadol, were seized from 2 suspects, Henry Abuchi and Daniel Ugwoke, in parts of Taraba State. No fewer than 45 blocks of compressed cannabis weighing 23 kilograms were recovered along Okene, Abuja Highway from Abubakar Muhammad, in a Toyota Hiace bus coming from Lagos and going to Maiduguri on Tuesday 21 March in Kogi State. In Lagos, a total of 1,030.6 kilograms of cannabis were recovered from at least 3 suspects, Bolaji Adesina, Femi Oho and Jamiu Luseni, during raid operations in Mushin area of the state. Chairman/Chief Executive Officer of NDLEA, Brigadier General Mohammed Buba Marwa, retired, has commended the officers and men of NDLEA, Tincan, Edo, Ogun, Delta, Taraba, Kogi, and Lagos commands of the agency for their vigilance and excellent working relationship with other security agencies in their areas of responsibility. He charged them and their colleagues across the country not to rest on their oars. British government trains NDLEA Marine officers in Nigeria, UK. No fewer than 35 officers of the Marine Command and Seaports Operations of the National Drugs Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, have undergone diverse trainings organized by the United Kingdom Home Office International Operations, HOIO, in recent weeks. Of the number, 5 are currently undergoing a 2-week maritime patrol and tactical coxswain training by the UK's Central Maritime Training Unit based in Southampton. The trainings, according to the HOIO, are to enhance the border control capabilities of the NDLEA by providing specialized training, mentoring and advanced drug detection equipment. Key areas covered so far include boat handling, weapons handling, riverine operations, boarding and vessel search, among many others. Some of the trainings have been facilitated by the British military, Nigerian Navy and the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, UNODC, under the Global Maritime Crime Programme, GMCP. The ongoing 2-week training of 5 NDLEA Marine officers, including their first female coxswain, will enable them to plan maritime deployments, pursue, stop and board vessels on the high seas. While thanking the UK government for its continued support and commitment in helping the NDLEA to enhance its capacity and capabilities to tackle drug trafficking, Chairman/Chief Executive of the agency, Brigadier General Mohammed Buba Marwa, retired, urged the officers to remain steadfast in their professional calling and ensure they bring to bear the essence of the training on their formations and colleagues. He assured them that he will continue to prioritize training and retraining for all officers, men and women of the agency. Chris Hawksfield, the Home Office International Operations Regional Manager for West Africa, in his remark during his visit to the team undergoing training in Southampton, stated that HOIO was immensely proud and honored to work with and support the work of NDLEA. He added that the UK remains committed to strengthening the mutually beneficial work of the agency to interdict, seize and destroy illicit substances and drugs which would otherwise harm Nigeria and the UK. NDLEA applauds REPS members for rejecting cannabis bill. Insists psychoactive substance remains threat to national security. Chairman/Chief Executive of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, Brigadier General Mohammed Buba Marwa, retired, has commended members and leaders of the House of Representatives for rejecting yet another attempt to push through a bill to decriminalize cannabis cultivation, sale and use in Nigeria on the floor of the Green Chamber of the National Assembly on Thursday, 23 March. Responding to the development on Friday, 24 March, the NDLEA boss said the decision by a majority of the lawmakers to reject the bill will further strengthen the gains so far made in the renewed war against drug abuse and trafficking in the country. He said the 2018 drug survey figure of 10.6 million Nigerians abusing cannabis alone is enough to sound the alarm bell, adding that the strong nexus between drug abuse and the security challenges across the country is incontrovertible. According to him, insecurity is today a full-blown malady with many manifestations such as insurgency, banditry, kidnapping, murder, robbery, reprisal killing, name it. Yet there has never been a government that is more committed to ending this spate of insecurity than the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari. The president has matched political willpower with resources, but the scope and frequency of these acts of destabilization and the audacity displayed by the perpetrators call for a second, critical look at the malaise. The persistence of the problem has forced on us the necessity to start to look at likely extraneous factors that might be sustaining the resistance from the criminal elements, and in doing so, try to connect the dots. The permutations will lead to a list of probable causes, which will not exclude the use and abuse of illicit substances. In the final analysis, drug abuse is indeed one of the factors fueling insecurity. As such, Nigeria cannot afford to permit the cultivation, sale and use of the most abused illicit drug under whatever guise. This is why the decision by the honorable members of the House of Representatives to reject the reintroduction of the cannabis bill is a welcome and cheering news to us in NDLEA and the Nigerian public, especially parents who daily and silently contend with the pains of seeing millions of their kids and wards go down under the devastating effects of cannabis abuse. Marwa said history will never forget those who stand with parents to protect them and their children from any legislation, under any shape or form, that will turn Nigeria to a nation of junkies and criminals, which will amount to taking a step forward and 10 steps backward in the prevailing circumstance. At Views Exclusive Rights, Femi Babafemi. Director, Media and Advocacy, NDLEA Headquarters Abuja, Friday 24th, Sunday 26th of March, 2023. Greater than view this post on Instagram. Greater than. Greater than. Greater than. Greater than. Greater than a post shared by NDLEA Nigeria, at NDLEA_Nigeria. Greater than view this post on Instagram. Greater than. Greater than. Greater than. Greater than. Greater than a post shared by NDLEA Nigeria, at NDLEA_Nigeria.